setting yourself up, letting your whole body rest. Taking some time to rest in that light of awareness.
Or just making yourself supremely comfortable. And knowing there's absolutely nothing to do. Just to settle in and receive the support from the earth, receive your breath. And sending the breath out, knowing that all of that is happening. And there is just this space to welcome in rest and to settle into a state of being rather than doing.
Letting your whole body rest, knowing there's nothing to do. Coming home to the wisdom of this sweet abode. This body and being. And feeling this presence with your breath in and out of the wisdom of this body, present and mapped in the stars, billions and billions of years old. Resting in that awareness with the breath. Welcoming rest to this body.
Nothing to do.
Rest in that light of awareness, that strongest energy of love, boundless energy of loving compassion. And what arises, what generative pathways may illuminate when we offer that open-handed, open-hearted approach, leading with compassion and love. Wave of loving energy and breath moving down the front of the body, all the way from the top of your head to the tips of each toe. Left big toe, second, third, and fourth. And right big toe, second, third, fourth. All the toes on your left and right foot. To rest in that loving compassion. And that wave of loving compassion through the back line of the body, from the soles of your feet, left and right, traveling up the backs of the legs, the back of the pelvis, the spine, all the way up to the back of the skull. down the front and up the back, riding those waves, sending and receiving that energy of boundless love and compassion, piercing that pulse of presence right through the center. Feeling the future potential in the front, the memory in the back, and riding that wave now right through the center of the body, from the perineum, feeling between your butt bones, up through the pelvis, through the core channel of the body in front of the spine, through each vertebra, up, winging the sides of the rib cage, rippling over each rib bone, up and up and up, through the chest, the top of the chest to the base of the throat, and up that channel through the center of the throat, from the neck to the throat and into the mouth. Riding those channels left and right through the nostrils, all the way to the bridge of the nose, from left and right nostril up to the bridge of the nose, the brow, a wave of loving compassion across the brow to each temple left and right, like a kiss from Bodhisattva herself, loving compassion to the right and left temple, radiating through the skull, from the frontal lobe, the neocortex, all the way through the mid to the back of the skull, the back of the cranium, and rising to the tippy top of your head, and just above the top of the head. Feeling that wave of loving compassion, like a fountain cascading out of the top of your head and riding down the sides of the body, left and right, the sides of the skull, passing the ears, the ear lobes, the sides of the neck, rippling all the way down the sides of the arms, all the way to the thumb tips, left and right. Index fingers, left and right. The tip of the middle finger, left and right. The fourth finger, left and right. And the baby finger, the little finger, radiating all the way to and up the inner line of the arm to the armpit. Now feeling the full illumination down the arms, left and right, upper, elbow, lower, wrist, into the palms, and radiating back to all those finger points, the tips of each finger and thumb, left and right, to the armpits, left and right, radiating down the sides of the body, the torso, waist, sides of the hips, the sides of the legs, thighs, knees, shins and calves, radiating around the side of the foot, back to all the toes on the left and right foot, up the inner line of the foot, left and right ankle, legs, lower inner knees, inner thigh and groin, back to the perineum, back to the space just between the butt bones. Feeling that radiant pulse illuminated all around the heart. That perceptive organ, boundless loving energy and compassion. And just like an overflowing pool, letting it ripple downward through the abdomen, through the radiant sun just above the navel. Just below the navel, warming, creative glow all the way down to the roots at the base of the pelvis. Charging all the way up through that central line and illuminating back to the heart through the channel of the throat and neck to the tippy top of your head. Feeling that full illuminating glow of loving compassion. Every fiber and cell of this being, of this body, resting in that illuminating light of compassion and loving awareness. All of those cycles of breath, receiving the inhale, receiving the presence of all the supports under and around the body. And sending the exhale, noticing as you send it right to the boundary of your skin, just noticing the space that this body occupies as you begin to feel those cycles of breath, those completions of each inhale and exhale. And feeling the completion of this rest practice. To feel right to each and every cell of this body and all the interstitial spaces between. emboldened with that loving awareness and compassion. And that radiating energy of light. If you wish to settle into sleep from here, just let my voice fade. If you're integrating back, just begin to deepen your breath, have a yawn, just go slow. You may want to wiggle fingers and toes or give your body a little squeeze, touching your hands, your palms to your body. And just slowly making your way up if you wish.